Jesus Christ.
And then let me capture Spotify. Okay, there we go.
God, please stop this nonsensory.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Why
I
is the
didn't mean to
iPad
do
not
nonsense.
showing up? I don't know. I was talking about. I'm trying to figure out why the iPad's not showing up on stream.
Dougal, he said you were gonna help him. Why did you not help him? You are evil.
Hey. Hold up, we're good now. It's showing up now.
I don't believe you. He sounds submissive and scared. I don't believe that you helped him. Oh, did Dougal tell you that I saw your wedding photos?
Yeah, she did.
And I saw her bridal carry you, and I like it all makes sense.
Alright. That pad is all on screen now. Which now means I actually have to find what I'm gonna draw. What if I draw Snake Eyes reincarnated sun god?
Reincarnated slime god?
Yeah, there's somebody's OC on here that's named Snake Eyes reincarnated sun god.
Wait, sun god or slime god?
Sun god.
Okay, I was gonna say one of those is significantly hotter than the other.
And it looks like a goddamn fucking like Yu-Gi-Oh card. I'm definitely not gonna fucking draw it because it's so goddamn evolved.
This mouth is being weird. I hate mouths. You have scammed so many people in your life. What are you talking about, Dougal? You literally scammed me. Oh! I turned it blue! What have I done?
You fucked it up.
I turned it blue, and I don't know how I did that. Oh my god, can you click the fucking mouth, please? Where's the mouth? Yeah, you scammed me, scumbag.
So, I probably should have found some people before we started stream to like do art fights of, but you know. Very professional. Aren't you at work? Don't you have a job to do?
Wait, what?
Double. Saying I'm being very professional.
Is Dougal skipping out on work right now?
No, she's at work.
Oh, and looking at two separate Twitch streams. I see how it is. Wow. I'm gonna tell your boss, little lady, young lady.
Young lady.
Silence bottom. You know that's not fucking true.
What the fuck are these? God, Art Fight is so fucking awful. Like, what are half of these fucking characters?
I am in a situation where I can top your husband right now, okay? So be very careful, because if you push me... Just know that this isn't a friendly endeavor. You are my hostage right now. I'm using you as leverage to get one over on Dougal.
This is a hostage negotiation.
Oh, there's no negotiation to be had.
There's terroristic threats.
Get down, Mr. President. Oh wait, can't make that joke. Ah, fuck it. Yes, it can.
You should. Honestly, you're encouraged.
I should make that threat. I should bomb the White House in Minecraft.
I don't remember what we're talking about, but I said something like that somewhere. I don't remember if I typed it like a Twitch chat or what, but it was like, you cannot say that.
I feel like there's
like, well,
at least 17 moments every single one of my streams where someone says you cannot say that. Alarmingly, it's usually Dougal that says that.
Listen, Dougal just acts like the law can stop me.
That you're about to shit on your wife. Oh yeah, can we diss your wife? Is like this is the stream. Like let's air out the the closet.
Oh my god! Hold on, I have to show you this. I have to show you this thing on Art Fight, and the only title for it is just my little abomination. Oh god, hold on.
He is fragile and frail, Dougal. I've spent about 5 minutes with him, and I want to hold him gently like how we do. That is beautiful.
That's my son.
Looks like my penis after a cold shower. Don't encourage my husband to talk shit about me. I'm specifically doing that. Alright, Sin. Does Dougal smell?
Does Dougal smell? This is the question that everybody wants to know. It's the question we all ask ourselves.
Like, you have the opportunity to, like, tell the world your truth, like, your story. Like, we're all listening. We're here for you. We can protect you. You just have to tell us the truth.
Our marriage is on the line. Apparently my marriage is on the line.
It is, but you can save your marriage by telling us your deep, dark relationship-based secrets. Okay, the only way to overcome the issues that you have been having in your personal lives is to tell me, specifically me, someone who will do a lot of harm with this information, to tell it to me so that I can do said harm with said information. Does Dougal smell? Does she have big hairy feet? Like, does she leave hair in the drain after a shower? Like, does she snore?
She snore.
That's it. You know what? I got told one. I got told one. I'm happy. She snores. That's canon. Maliciously rubbing my hands together right now. I am, because my hands are really, like, clammy, and I don't want to be clammy while touching my mouse.
Doesn't have a mouth? What the fuck? Okay, this does not have a mouth. This person's character does not have a mouth. And I don't know if it's just because they like sketched them very quickly, but I'm not giving them a mouth if they didn't give them a mouth. The sign needs to go lower. Like there-ish.
Why can I not paste you? Oh, wait.
Is the hair like right there? Everybody can watch the terrible way that I sketch out stuff. So that my wife can feel ashamed that she taught me how to draw.
Wait, what? I can still barely hear you still.
I said everybody can watch how like terribly I like sketch out stuff and plan how to draw stuff, and then everyone can, and then Dougal can feel bad because she showed me how to draw.
If Dougal showed you how to draw, then I'm so sorry. The depraved, awful things that she probably showed you that she draws. Like Pigman Penis and inflated Roxanne Wolf. Did you know that she's into that? Have we spoken about her her unnatural fascination with inflated Roxanne Wolf? She also really likes it if you're naked and painted purple. I don't know what it is. I don't know, like...
It was saying this is a slander. Sorry, it looks better than it probably will, just as like a scribbly sketch than it will when I actually fully do it. Well, I told Dougal that you and me were gonna do a let me move my mic so I can actually see stuff. I'm not drawing the body. Leave me alone. Well, I first told Dougal that we're doing a stream together. We're gonna do art. She's like, "Oh, so you're gonna bite my whole flow with Syra?"
You know,
And I was just like, "Yes."
I was gonna title this stream New Besties Do Art Together. But I'm sorry, I'm like permanently married to Judy now. Judy's my best friend.
So fucked up.
Whoa. That's something I've never lasted with before. Why can I do that? That looks...
Yeah, they called Dougal to figure out how to set up the iPad. And I was just like, yeah, I guess me and Sarah are gonna like stream here in a few minutes because apparently Juby just like died.
Juby had a headache yesterday, and then I messaged Juby earlier, and I was like, "Hey, are we hanging out?" And Juby messaged me like literally 20 minutes before we started hanging out. I was like, "Hey, by the way, I'm not home."
Kind of a fucking well, I had to go through my last stream when I collabed with Rune. I was just like, hey, we're streaming in about, you know, like 20 minutes. You good? Or like 15 minutes or something like that.
Hey,
I was like, you still good?
You don't get to comment about that stuff. When you called me 5 minutes before stream, literally 5 minutes before stream.
That's usually when I call people for streams.
Me and Dougal call each other like an hour ahead so we can do stupid shit together, and then because typically we go on BRB for 5 minutes, and that was the 5 minutes. 5 minutes before the hour.
Did I fucking? God damn it! Hold on.
I like how this is turning out. But...
I thankfully didn't get too far before I realized I was on the wrong layer. Oop. Yeah, I messaged Rune. I was just like, "Hey, are you like, you about ready to, you like ready for our stream?" And they're just like, "I'm not home." I was like, "Oh, cool. Should we push stream back?" They're like, "No, I'm almost home." I'm like, "Oh, okay." I was like, "All right."
You don't have enough channel points for hydrate. Where will your channel points gone? The Golden Freddy retain. Oh, by the way, did you know that if you use Opera GX, you can completely bypass Twitch ads? I'm telling everyone about this. Opera GX has a feature where you can pop out a video. If you pop out the stream using Opera GX's pop-out feature, you can completely bypass having to watch the ads by unmuting the stream. And you can watch the stream while the ads happen.
And this stream has been brought to you by Opera GX.
This stream is brought to you by Opera GX, the browser for gamers.
For gamers. Oh, because I finished work.
I hope you have an awful day at work, Dougal. Teehee.
I mean, that's just every day, dude. I have to go to work.
Of course I have to do it like that. Me and Dougal, we're in like an eternal feud.
Unfortunately, we're Dubal's now lurking. He can't comment on this, but I'd like to talk about our apparent beef.
Wait, what feud?
Never mind. Yeah, the Dubal would tell me all the time. She'd be like, "Do you know, Syra thinks that you hate him?"
Wait, what do you mean there's beef? Of course there's beef. It's Dougal. She's like best friend. There's always gonna be beef. I am going to throw her in a locker at some point.
And she's like, Syra thinks that you hate him.
Okay, the only reason I said that is because we literally haven't interacted at all. And the horrible shit I say on our streams, if I was someone's husband and I heard that, I would hate that individual too. I literally threatened to impregnate your wife with my mind. Like, I would hate the guy that says that.
Yeah, I was like, why does he think that? Like, because he says horrible shit.
Yes, exactly.
I was just like, oh. Okay.
I say horrible shit, and that's 100% what I think people hate me, because I say absolutely the worst things you can ever say to a human being, and like I completely disregard it because I forget what I've said like 2 seconds later. and it turns out I just like threatened to commit like mass sodomy. It's it's bad.
That's the best of us. I'm threatening to commit mass sodomy.
Oh, by the way, I don't know if you have Spotify Premium, but here is the Spotify.
What is it?
It is a Discord, and then if you click on it, you can hear the music that me and Dougal listen to regularly.
Huh.
That I need to add more songs to. I need to add some Donkey Kong Country music to it. Oh, yeah, you know what? I'll ask you this. Are you the gamer in the relationship? Because Dougal has admitted that she barely plays any games, or barely has played any games.
Oh yeah, Dougal lived some like sheltered fucking life and did not have video games. Spotify not detected. Okay. I can't see my keyboard. Okay, it says I joined, but it also says Spotify is not detected. So.
Oh no.
That's cool.
Oh my god, can you fucking stop?
Shit.
I hate... Just... Oh, I hate Blender UVs so much. Welcome back. I'm so proud of you for not abandoning us in our time of need.
Yeah, sometimes I try to talk to Dougal about like nostalgic video games or stuff like that, and she's like, I have no idea what you're talking about. And I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah, I try to talk to her about like Zelda and stuff sometimes, and then she's like, I would literally never played that dog, and I'm like, oh, okay. Oh my god. I'm always proud of you, Yucks. Always. You're my little pug champ. Oh my god.
I'll play some music, but I don't know what Twitch is just gonna decide to be like, this is illegal to play.
That's why, I have a specific setup. It's really easy to do. And like, I can show you how to do it later, but basically it segments your audio so that in the actual VOD, it doesn't show up. So like, people on your live stream can hear the music, but then in the VOD, the music is completely gone. It's how we record the podcast.
Ah.
This model is adorable. I love it. I've really loved making these. They're little emotes for a VTuber called Apollo. I don't know her name because I've been talking to a manager. Hold on, I'll have a look. Her name, the VTuber I'm making this for, her name is Apollo Mythos. Very popular lady. It's okay. I've spoken to a few managers at this point for 3D crops. I mentioned the other week that I was in communication with Fillion's manager, who finally refused my commission like a week ago, which I'm really happy about. My favorite thing is that the head-on look looks very, very close to the actual reference, but then if I turn him, he gets a big old buck tooth, and I think that's really funny. Because I forgot to curve the tooth inwards. I should do that actually. Oh shit, I forgot about the amount of UVs. Oh my god, this is... okay. I might have to like subdivide this. This is insane. Fuck it. You know what? I'm just gonna do the easy option. I want to do the colors better, but I'm not very good at colors. That's my only problem.
Get good.
You stop it. Do not turn into Dougal on this one, okay? Do not. I am holding you to a higher standard, but that can immediately disappear very quickly.
That's the problem everybody runs into. They hold me to a high standard. Make it a little lighter. God. Doesn't look right either. I know. Duel's gonna yell at me here in a minute for not just...
It's okay. You're safe. Your wife isn't here.
She doesn't get mad at me, but she'll be like, "Why don't you just do this way where it's easier?" And I'm just like, "I don't know."
Oh, it's okay. Tons of people do that to me when I'm doing 3D modeling, and I'm like, "Cause I don't know how. Well, that's not something I do. Leave me alone."
I'll be like,
I'm still learning.
I'll look at her, I'll be like, how do you make this color? Because I'm trying to match this color, and she'll be like, "Why don't you just import the picture so that you have the color, so you can just color grade it?"
Yeah, but when you color sample, sometimes it doesn't actually give you the real color, which bothers the hell out of me.
It's like, because I'm stupid. What the? Oh, fucking Twitch started randomly playing. Scare the shit out of me. My stream just started playing and scared the fuck out of me.
It was more like a couple people who tried to offer me help, but when I'm like actually doing art, trying to offer help is not gonna help me. It's actually gonna make me stress out more because I'm gonna be more worried about like, oh, this person has told me I'm doing it like wrong. That's gonna fuck with me. That's not helpful.
I think that's the closest I'm gonna get. Fuck it. Fuck it, we ball. Doable showing me art stuff is just her being like, here, let me show you. And then she just draws something in like 20 seconds that looks better than anything I could draw in like 10 hours. And be like, see, you just do it like that. And I'm just like, oh yeah. She's like, you just do it like that. And I'm just like, oh, of course. I'm a fool.
Yes, why didn't I think to do it that way?
Oh, I did not think of that. Oh yeah, it's that. Listen, I'm not saying that you're not showing me how to do something. I'm just saying that you show me how to do something, but you do it in like 30 seconds, really good, and then you're just like, see? And I'm just like, oh,
See? It's simple.
I'm just like,
Stupid.
of course. I'm just like, oh yes, I'll just do that, and then I'll do it, and I'll be like, ah, this still looks like ass because I'm not good.
Hey, dude, brother, when you were gonna tell me color theory and then you never bothered to, and you were like, oh, well, now I'm never gonna tell you color theory again. And I was like, oh, okay, well, color theory would be really cool to know. And then... This color is so light that you can, I don't think you can really see it on like Twitch. It doesn't even look like I'm coloring. You're the master of color there. You've got to tell me when is the right time. You've got to be the sensei on this and be like, now is the right time to teach him the ultimate kung fu technique. And then I'm like, wow, that's so cool. I'm so really glad that you taught me the ultimate kung fu technique. But you know, you never bothered to do that, so I'm just out here still not knowing what I'm doing.
Oh. Lost.
Like a lost little sheep.
Lost in the sauce.
You can't teach me if I don't listen. I would listen to you because you are my sensei, my master and teacher in all things art. And I am your star pupil. The pupil that listens to you all the time. Without fail. And would follow your guidance to the end of the earth.
Actually, hold on, that might be almost spot on. I'm a genius. That's close enough. Actually, I can make it a little bit more. There we go. I forgot to put the... I can do that real quick. Remember I'm on the right brush. There we go.
So, got any big streaming plans coming soon?
Any big streaming plans?
Yeah.
I mean, the only like thing I'm really planning for is whenever I hit 50.
50? What are you gonna do at 50 years old?
Probably die.
Oh, same. I plan to go before I'm 30. Drunk driving accident, hopefully. Accident in quotation marks.
I was I think if you're planning to to die in a wreck, I don't think it's an accident anymore.
Yeah, that's why it's in quotation marks.
I think you've just defeated the purpose of it being an accident. God. Okay, what does this color look like? Too bright.
See you later, yucks. Thank you for hanging out.
I think that's perfect. That looks good. Sure. Did people tell you about their their model getting rejected? Oh, it's likely because it's a plus size model.
Wait, what happened?
So, and I'm not gonna I'm not gonna say names here. But there's a person I know who opened up commissions for models, and they're doing them for pretty cheap because they like all they do is do models, so they don't really charge like a super lot for them because they mostly get paid to make models because they just stream them. And so I told Double, and they're like, "Oh, I really kind of like their style and stuff, and they're not too bad. So yeah, when I have the money, I'm gonna, send a request to commission them." And so Double messaged them and was just like, "Hey, here's like the model I want." They're like, "Also, I noticed a lot of the models you make are kind of like, like smaller, like they have like smaller like bodies and stuff." So she's like, "Could you make?" Like mine's like I'm like a plus size model, so could you like please like make sure it's like thickened up? And they rejected her model, and the reason they said was because they're like, oh, I'm not really comfortable doing like animalistic features and stuff like that.
Oh, that person, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know it would be potentially because of a plus size model. That sucks.
Yeah, because they said they weren't comfortable doing like animalistic features and stuff like that.
Yeah, the only feature she really has is the button nose.
Yeah, and this person is fully a raccoon and has like raccoon ears and everything.
Google, I'm gonna unlock
So, yeah.
Ultra Instinct and I'll make you a low quality model, I promise.
So yeah, Double's like, I'm 90% sure they rejected me because I asked for a plus size model.
Yeah, so here's, okay, this is Syra's, I'm gonna say, this is Syra's tutorial on how to draw a plus size model. Are you ready? Right? So you get this tool, it's called the scale tool, right? And then you go, whoa, there you go.
Yeah.
It's got a dumpy now. And then if you're uncomfortable proportions, you go, wonk, wonk. Look at that. This character is now plus sized in comparison to the other character model. It was that easy, and it was that simple.
That's all it takes.
You need to send me the low quality tutorial. I think it was the one that I was gonna follow, and I'm now getting like for the past few weeks I've been really not wanting to do art unless we were streaming, but I think I'm kind of getting back into it because I'm one bad shift away at work from just quitting. I really don't want to go back to work, so I might try to. If I do quit, I might just throw myself into try to do some more art. And I might open commissions for cursed thumbnails too, because I really like my thumbnails that I do for us. They're fucking awful.
Just quit. It's easy and free.
Money. I need money.
I need that. I need money.
You don't need that. Come on. What are you, the little devil in my ear?
You don't need money.
You don't need money. What do you need?
Wait, nobody needs money. Chumps.
Okay, so the last thing I need to do is just texture these little firecalls, and then I think, to be honest, this model will be done. It looks really nice. I'm not the best at colors. I'm kind of struggling with like trying to get the colors to match properly, but it's not too bad. I do not like this good though.
Yeah, like people say, who needs money we can steal? What am I doing wrong here?
Who needs money when you can get paid to kill the president?
You can. It's free. And the cops cannot stop you.
The cops cannot stop me.
What are the cops gonna do if you kill the president? Honest question.
What are they gonna do? Put me on blast on social media?
Yeah, well, they're gonna cancel me.
That's so funny that the guy who tried to shoot Trump, the only thing they can really find on him is that he made dick jokes in high school. That's it. That's literally all they have on the guy that tried to shoot Trump. They were like, he was made fun of in high school. Look at this. And it's just kids messing around talking about, like, their dicks. I think he shot Trump because Trump is a piece of shit.
The funny thing is that then they found, like, his search history and everything. He was also looking up, like, places where Biden was going to be, so he's probably going to just... I think his ultimate plan was just to take them both out. Or just whoever was going to show up first.
Down with the pedophiles. You know, I respect his
it really
commitment.
doesn't matter at this point. He just said, I'm going to shoot one of these guys, and it doesn't really matter who at this point.
The only thing that's been weird about this whole event is that Jack Black got really upset when his bandmate from Tenacious D said that, yeah, go kill Trump, and Jack Black was like, hey, no, please don't.
Hey, wait, hold up.
I'm wondering whether that's more of a personal position or whether it's actually because he's got a lot of like specific deals with a lot of very kid-friendly properties at the moment.
I think it probably has to do a lot with that, but I feel like it also has a lot to do with like probably the fact that it's just like you probably shouldn't be saying shit like that, like this close.
I mean,
when you're a public figure.
I don't know, when it comes to like actually rock and roll and the spirit of it, it kind of makes sense. But yeah, I think it's just a little weird that Jack Black was like, yeah, I don't want to do any tours for Tenacious D while he's saying that stuff. I was just thinking,
Yeah,
like, I think the only reason he would ever do that is because he is tied to the very, like, he's the main character for the Minecraft movie.
Yeah, I'd say it probably has a lot to do with that.
Exactly as well, yeah. Jock Black? Who's that? No, Kyle and Jack are comedians. That's the whole point. So it's a bit weird for Kyle to make a joke like that and Jack Black to be like, nah, I'm alright. Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, well, buddy.
So, yeah. I'm not a Jack Black apologist, but I do think it is specifically a PR thing that someone else has probably made him do, possibly.
I'm a Jack Black apologist. He did nothing.
This character looks really cute. I've done a really good job on this, actually. In fact, I enjoy how I've textured this better than the first one, but the first one was specifically textured in a way that it wasn't supposed to have textures, so...
So, what are you gonna do?
Me?
Yeah.
Your mom. I got him! Oh my god, you walked right into that one. You walked right into it. Oh my god, like you could see like there was a big red sign that said "Sin, don't say that." Oh.
Are you the reason my parents are splitting up?
I'm the reason that Douglas' parents are in a situationship, so maybe.
So fucked up. People yells at me when I joke about my parents' divorce.
This song has been ruined for me.
I had to stop you from milking Double's mom, apparently.
Dougal, your adorable, cute twink of a husband that is probably like smaller than 5 foot could not stop me from milking your mom.
I am not smaller than 5 foot.
What's your height? Go on, give me your height.
I don't. I'm 6'3". I don't know what that is for fucking non-freedom units.
So you're not 6'4" or 6'5".
No, I'm like 6'3".
Alright, and then you're the bottom in this relationship.
We did it. We made a guy.
The tall ones are always bottoms as long as they're under 6'4", because 6'4" is when the top area is. Like, you've got short kings, you've got bottoms, and then you've got top kings, and top kings is 6'4" and upwards. Wow, what a coincidence! I'm 6'4".
Even though I'm trying to send this to myself. Yeah. Probably send this to myself. What? Huh? What? Why you Douglas freaking out mine? Says it. What? I'm not gonna like send it on anything that has my name on it. I was gonna say like through Discord or something.
Wait. Are you trying to dox you guys even though I know Douglas' name? Also, the entire internet knows Douglas' fucking name.
Okay. That was something to do after stream.
Don't call my new husband a freak. I got you back, City Winnie. That's your new name. That's like my husband name for you. Your name is Cinny Winnie. I could hear the vomit in your throat from that one.
This anyway just makes me think because where Duval works, there's a cat named Winnie. This is a character on art called the Fugitive, and it's like a green squirrel.
I love that character.
What did that squirrel do? To be on the run. What does this random squirrel do to be on the run? Plant Ashwood? Is this a goddamn fucking Elementals OC? What the fuck is this?
I always go. Do you know what that's from?
I always go. You know what that's from?
Do you know what that's from?
I always go.
Listen. Okay, I can't assume that you're as freaky as the Indougal. Okay, I have to judge you on neutral grounds first. I can't just immediately freak in front of you. I have to know that you're freak nasty like us. Okay. I know you married one half of the freak ship that is the Indougal, but like I need to know that you're up to scratch because like my freak is hard like harder.
No one can match my freak.
Sin is so unfreaky. You've been outed. Sin is your Reishi, like he is the nice one out of the both of you, and it's the same as me and Ray. She's the nice one out of me.
Gummy shark.
Yo, Gummy Goo from the hit TV show Amazing Digital Circus?
No, it's Gummy Shark. It's just one of those blue fucking gummy sharks.
Show me.
Oh,
yeah, I would eat it.
It is just...
Wait, that's someone's OC? Or is that someone's drawing?
Yeah, it's just always drawing on there.
Oh, that's so cute!
It's just a gummy shark. Not the cheesy monstrosity.
Wait, what? I'm sorry, what about your giant cheesy monstrosity?
It's this picture, and it just the description is a pizza baked in a radioactive powered oven can communicate through spelling things with the cheesy strands it uses to crawl around on.
That's a fucking SCP.
Does not stay dead. It will not stay dead.
Okay, here's the thing about me and Sing getting into a Fallout based fight, right? I don't care about Fallout until I'm playing it. I beat Fallout 1 like 6 to 7 times. I beat Fallout 2 at least 20 times. Fallout 3 I beat once and then never wanted to play again. New Vegas I've beaten, I genuinely don't know how many times. I've played the Fallout tabletop game. I've been invested in everything else Fallout. But so if you ask me, like, anything about Fallout while I'm not playing it, I don't fucking know. I don't even know what the Master looks like.
How can you forget what that goo guy looks like?
Does he look like a pizza with pizza strand legs?
He does not.
That spells out words.
He does not.
Alright, favorite New Vegas faction and why? There is a wrong answer.
Here's my real quick rendition of the Master. Here's my real quick rendition of what the Master looks like.
Oh, I thought you were gonna do a voice. I thought you were gonna pretend to be the Master. I was really excited.
No. I did learn recently that the dude that does the Master, like the voice actor that does the Master, like the primary like male voice,
it's Winnie the Pooh.
Is Winnie the Pooh.
Is Jim Cummings.
But my favorite Fallout faction, or New Vegas Fallout faction.
There is a wrong answer.
My favorite faction of like the major factions or just all the minor factions?
Major factions.
Major factions. My favorite major faction is probably like, are we talking like the 4 endings factions or?
Yeah, we're talking about NCR, Caesar's Legion.
I mean, like, the funniest ending to me is Mr. House's ending, but probably like the best ending, or the ending I usually go with, is like the ending everyone else goes with, just Yes Man.
Wrong. It's so difficult to get the wrong answer, but you got the wrong answer.
You should just go Yes Man ending, unless I'm doing like specifically like a certain playthrough.
Also, I'm not about endings. I'm just talking about your favorite faction.
Oh. Oh. Yes Man really isn't like a faction. He's just kind of like a guy. Mr. House is also just kind of like a guy. He's not really like a faction. So really the only like 2 major ones that are actual factions is NCR and Caesar's Legion.
So it's a 50-50 chance to get it right.
Sarah, look me in all 4 of my eyes. Look me in all 4 of my eyes right now. Because I'm gonna say what is objectively the correct answer. And
objectively the correct answer, okay.
And I know you're gonna hit me with and I know exactly what meme you're gonna fucking hit me with when I say this. But the best of those 2 is the NCR.
You know, I said 50-50. And it was technically still so difficult for you to get the wrong answer. And you still, somehow, got the wrong answer. How is that possible?
Alright, Sarah, which 50-50 fucking meme answer are you gonna hit me with for defending Caesar's Legion? Is it that you hate women or you hate taxes?
Both. I also like slaves, and I enjoy killing people without remorse.
Hey, you can kill people without remorse in the NCR. They're so fucking.
They are also the best faction to go with when you're a melee player, and I love playing Fallout games with melee. Completely clipping that. There's tons of clips of me saying I hate women. It's like a weekly statement for me. I have to remind everyone. I like Caesar a lot because I don't know. Anytime I've ever tried to go with the NCR, they're just not fun. Like I genuinely, they're just not fun people. Whereas Caesar's Legion, as long as you're also a piece of shit, they are incredibly fun. You get along with them so well. They let you have tea with them. They also let you blow up the Brotherhood, but also NCR does that, so whatever, it's fun.
One of my only problems with like a Legion playthrough is that like very early on in the game they offer you like chances to like interact with like NCR, but they don't give you the same thing for Caesar's Legion like super early on.
Yeah, they do.
Besides like the one quest you can get from Volpez to go like basically tell the NCR to hold an L.
I was gonna say, yeah, if you go to the lottery town, yeah, which isn't
that's the
too
only
difficult
one,
to get to.
But it doesn't like really branch out into like anything else except you just go up to a ranger and make them sad. And then you don't really ever get like contacted by Legion ever again until like almost the end of the game.
Although I do also really like Legion because they just kind of hold their own, whereas the NCR are cocky pieces of shit, and I absolutely fucking hate that attitude. Like, when they don't like you, like, no matter what faction you pick, and they don't like you, and they're like, you have 3 days to improve your relationship with the NCR, and it's this, like, bitchy lady that has stupidly high defense value. I hate that woman's defense. It sucks. She has like I think like a 15 DT, which means that you basically lose 15 you fucking damage, especially if you're melee. It sucks.
That's why I do melee builds in New Vegas. I just take everything that like stuns and knocks people over.
I always anytime I always play New Vegas the same, which is I always go with Logan's Loophole because it's difficult enough to get to level 30 anyway. And chems. Which is also why the cons are my favorite faction.
I'll ask you this because this is a conversation that me, Double, and another friend of ours has had many times. But if all the drugs, all the chems in Fallout was real, which ones would you do?
All of them. Like, okay, so you've got I don't know what it's called, but it's basically like a doctor's bag but in a syringe. So any injury that you could ever spontaneously have, / addiction that you could ever have, you inject yourself with that, gone. You have Jet, which mixing it with other things can make essentially life turns into the Matrix, and as long as you keep snorting it, it procedurally and continually slows down time. You also have Psycho, which is basically steroids on steroids. I would take them all at once. Turn me into a fucking pincushion with that shit, and I will tear down a house.
I tell Duke all the time, I'm like, I want it. It's like I want nothing more than to do Psycho.
Also, getting a Mentat addiction would be pretty fun.
I don't want to do Mentats. That's the lamest drug you could do.
Care for a Mentat?
I was like, what kind of losers doing Mentats, dude?
You leave my big-brained brethren alone, okay? Otherwise, I will rain down the voice of Mobius upon
you. But if we're going to talk about minor factions in New Vegas, my favorite minor faction is Followers of the Apocalypse.
he's still wrong, chat. He didn't pick the drug faction. Are you not going to explain why?
Why I'm not picking the Great Khans as my favorite?
No,
faction?
why you like the followers? I don't care if you don't like the Great Khans. More drugs for me, loser.
Why my favorite is the fucking drug-rattled fucking guys out in the desert. I just like the followers of the apocalypse because they're like just they're the only faction in Fallout that, like, to me, that's like actually realistically unproblematic. Because their whole thing is this is like it's just people who basically decided they were gonna go be fucking traveling doctors and that's it.
I really like that your approach to this is the complete opposite of mine. Mine is I'm gonna make as much problems for everyone as possible and snort as many drugs, and you're just like, I like being nice and I'm gonna hang out with the unproblematic people. And maybe the NCR, but we'll brush that one under the rug.
Oh, I've already the thing is that those are my favorite factions, like, in-game. But I've already, again, many discussions with Dougal and them that I'm just like, if the actual, like, Fallout apocalypse happened, like, after, like, 2 or 3 days, I'm just gonna become a raider.
Yeah, no, same. I would be a raider day one. Like, I tried to soften it with saying that I'm not a psycho in real life, but if any kind of apocalyptic situation happened, including zombie apocalypse or like a Fallout-based apocalypse, and I survived it, I would 100% like kill people without remorse. I just like I feel like I have that in me, and I would eat people. I wouldn't care.
Yeah, that's the discussion we have. I was like, day one, no matter if I can find food or not, like the minute I get a little too hungry, I'm killing and eating a person.
The moment food becomes a resource, people are now that resource. I don't care. I'm going to eat you.
We made the joke that we're like, it's not even about like we can't find food. It's like we just want to. It's like we could have ample food. I'd still probably just like
yeah,
the person.
Exactly.
Nothing stopping me.
Like that's the fun thing is what I would do is I would do kind of what they do in the Fallout TV show, yet differently, where I would go to a supermarket early, and instead of raiding it, I would trap it so that anyone that tries to loot the supermarket, they are now my food. And then I can have potato chips as a snack, you know? As a side dish to the human meat that I'm eating.
I've already given up on the societal life in the Fallout universe because I'm just like, why would I want to go live in some fucking like shack made of rusted fucking old cars and live a life that's harder than the one I already live?
The first time I played Fallout 3, I blew up Megaton without like I had a single hint of remorse. Because that is just what I would do in real life. I would be like, I want to see that go. Like, I want to see fireworks.
I want to see them blow up.
I like to imagine that a really good weapon, like ever, would be a severed human leg. I look at my leg and I think of how big my thighs are. That would make a fucking fantastic baseball bat. Right? You hold them by the ankle and you swing it like a giant chunk of meat, and that would hurt like fucking crazy. I would literally like preserve and like jerky a human leg so I could use it as my iconic weapon. That is my legendary.
What got us was we were talking about like all this horrible stuff we do for raiders, and Dubbo was just like, well, if I survived, I would not be like participating in any of that. And I was just like, why wouldn't you like come be a raider with us? And she was like, because the horrible stuff you do. And I was like, what horrible stuff would we be doing besides like the killing and eating of people we've already talked about? And she was like, I don't know, like R-ing people. And I was like, we would not be doing that.
I've asked Ray what would happen if we were actually in an apocalypse situation, and she's just said like on record like, oh, I'd just die. Like she would just lay down and let herself die. which is really sad to me.
That's my answer to a zombie apocalypse.
Oh, I would go 100% freak nasty in a zombie apocalypse.
I'm just
I
like, if it's
own
like a true
swords,
like
I own guns, I used to do military training. So like I could probably take care of myself pretty well. And also, I lack a distinct specific human empathy when it comes to a survival situation. You can thank ADHD for that one.
I just realized that like a zombie apocalypse is just like it's because like in the Fallout apocalypse, there's like regular there's like pretty safe areas and like places where people have like set up like good fortifications or like there's just like not really like shit there to like be fucked up. And it's like, oh, so there's like some safe havens and stuff like that. But it's like a zombie apocalypse. It's just like there's nowhere like good. So I'm just like, if I woke up in the middle of like a zombie apocalypse, not like a survival one, like it's just like there's just gonna be more and more zombies till everyone is eventually dead. I'm just gonna fucking shoot myself, just take it out. I was like, I'm not even gonna try to persist in this.
I think if I was in a zombie apocalypse, I'd try and live for fun. I would want to go out with a bang. Like I would want to do things that I would never humanly possibly do in a normal situation. And hopefully someone shoots me, or I just keep going and doing worse and worse things.
So maybe someone just shoot me, or I'll become a monster.
Yeah, exactly. You either live long enough to eat humans, or you die immediately.
I guess I will say that like in a zombie apocalypse scenario, that'd be like I guess I give myself like 1 or 2 days just to go do some like bullshit. Like I'm gonna go commit some like crimes that don't really like matter anymore. The only constant between every apocalyptic scenario that I theoretically could live in is just like I'm gonna take a human life before I die. It's the only commonality between all those. Like I'm gonna kill somebody before I die.
It's a good way to live.
The minute laws don't exist, it's over.
It's over for all of you
take.
fuckers.
It's over for the first person I run into with a weapon.
I'm eating humans, and there's nothing you can do to stop me.
It's right. It's exactly.
But there's everything you can do to feed me.
The only way to stop me is if someone else shows up to intervene.
It also depends on what kind of zombie apocalypse it would be. If it's like a Left 4 Dead 28 Days Later kind of apocalypse where there's like special infected where they're like super strong or scary or like stealthy, I'd die immediately. I don't think I would get the opportunity to do silly stuff. But if it's like just generic zombie apocalypse where they're like lazing around and like shambling, I think I'd survive for a while.
I just don't want to like live in a zombie apocalypse world.
I think I would enjoy it for a little while, and then I would eventually start to be like, I kind of miss people and structure. I think I would be so disconnected from everyone, and then I would end up starting to think about all the people that I don't get to be around anymore, like my girlfriend. And then I would get really depressed and probably be like, alright, well, kind of just want to die now. In fact, that would be my first priority. I would try my best to get to where Ray is and try and save her from her killing herself, apparently.
I can't save Dougal. She's just like, if an apocalypse happens, I probably just won't even make it. She's like, I won't even get to like the point where I can like survive after it. Like, she's just like, I'll just like die during it.
I don't know. I feel like Dougal would be the kind of person that would also like kill so many people. She threatens to beat me with hammers on a regular basis. She can do it to other people. You don't need survival skills. You've got Sim. Until he gets swept away in a harsh breeze because of how twinky he is. You lose him like a stray umbrella on a rainy day. Sim has no survival. Is that true?
I do have survival skills. It's called when I murder a man and eat him. That's how I'm surviving.
Those are really good survival skills. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, that's a great survival skill. The willingness to take a human life and eat it. I'm gonna kill a man and then use his bones to make tools. Who said anything about hand-to-hand combat? Who said a thing about hand-to-hand combat? You think in an apocalyptic scenario I'm gonna have like a sanctioned like boxing match with a man or something? I'm gonna shoot somebody with a gun. I'm not gonna see like a guy and like run up and be like, I challenge you to a duel.
Fight me, you craven.
Fight me, fiend. It's like, no, I'm gonna shoot him from several feet away with a gun.
Wait, little to no one. Wait, do you own a gun?
I have multiple guns.
I'm so proud of you.
I'm having trouble finding another fucking thing to draw. Should I draw someone's Homestuck OC?
I did notice that you have a Homestuck profile picture.
I do. I'm gonna draw someone's Homestuck OC if I get the ball. I do. I do indeed. We were actually on a call last night when I was with some people in Duocord and I was reading it while I was in chat with them. And I just made a comment. I was like, oh shit, I gotta go read some Homestuck. And they're like, what's Homestuck? I'm like, don't read it.
Homestuck is great. I would recommend it to everyone. As long as everyone like, equals no one.
Like, don't read this shit. It sucks. But I'm trying to finish it before we go to this con.
Oh yeah, the con that you're going to instead of coming to see me at TwitchCon. I read Homestuck, yeah. Unfortunately.
Just go to this con.
Rather not, since none of the people are gonna be there. I don't know, talking about Homestuck isn't a normal thing, so no one knows that I've read it. That's like my number one rule is I can't let anyone know that I've read Homestuck. So far, it's worked.
I'm reading it right now and I'm like, this is fucking torturous. Not necessarily just because of how Homestuck is, but just mainly for the fucking part of the story I'm in.
A couple of years ago, I was gonna stream the weird Homestuck visual novel. I haven't kept up with Homestuck since Homestuck 2 started, or whatever it is now.
I'm almost, I say almost, I'm like halfway through the original Homestuck.
How are you enjoying it?
I fucking I fucking can't stand the part I'm at right now. I fucking absolutely cannot stand it. I'm like honestly just like I've like jokingly been like I'm about to drop this.
I remember I had a character back in high school that heavily resembled the Homestuck art style.
We'll give me some speech of the artist. Yeah, he did.
What the fuck?
He did. Yeah, Hulk Hogan was at the Republican National Convention and gave a speech. He tore his fucking shirt off to reveal his fucking Trump fucking whatever his vice president's name is.
You know what? I don't like Trump, and you know no sensible person does. But I will admit, he took that bullet to the air like a champ.
He didn't even get hit by the bullet.
He did it. It took the top of his ear completely off.
He got hit by reportedly he didn't even get hit by the bullet. He got hit by like fucking like glass or something that like broke from getting hit by the bullet.
Oh really?
Yeah, not even the actual bullet itself. Like something like the bullet like hit something like a projector or something. Like something like glass or something from what I heard. And the glass is what hit Trump and cut his ear.
Yeah, it cut it pretty bad. It looked like sort of. I don't know. I didn't really look at it, but yeah.
Because the thing is, like, I can't remember what kind of rifle he uses, but they're just like, there's no way he just got clipped in the ear and fell the fucking ear. I can't remember what kind of rifle it was though. Yeah, the bullet was a teleprompter.
When no one else for today. No fucking way. Dougal, inflated Roxanne Wolf is burnt into my monitor. My right monitor has a burn-in on my Discord of Roxanne Wolf inflated.
Have you actually?
Yes. I wish I could show it. It's because I had Lionel Dougal's DMs open. I got squares that jingle, jingle, jingle. I liked it a lot. I give credit to Dougal too, but I wasn't like I didn't have a lot of faith in it going in, and then actually watching it. Because the one thing that I was worried about is I don't really like Fallout 4's humor, because Fallout 4's humor is really jokey and like kiddie, even though they're definitely not games for kids. But that like literally the first scene in the show is like and man tries to kill her after having sex with her. Like that's great. I loved it. I really enjoyed the show.
We just fucking Max being like,
Yeah, I love it.
That's a little. That brings up. It just reminds me of a question I asked you. Which big game is your favorite?
3.
3?
I don't like 3. Yeah, okay, so here is the thing, right? And here's my experience with it. When I was younger, I played 3. That was actually my first Fallout game. And I played 3. And I was like, okay, this is pretty fun, because obviously I hadn't experienced a Fallout game before. And then I tried to play New Vegas, and I was like, oh, I just beat 3. It's so much like 3. I don't really want to play this. So I stopped. I didn't play New Vegas for a few years. Then I bought Fallout 2 because I was like, you know what? I want to play another Fallout game. I really like 3. I'll play 2. I played 2. 2 is fucking phenomenal. It might actually be one of my favorite RPGs just ever. I love it so much. And while I was playing it, a friend I was talking to, he was like, "Oh, if you like 2, you'll love New Vegas. It's written exactly the same way." And I was like, I didn't enjoy playing that when I was younger, so I tried to play it again. And I literally didn't stop playing it for 4 days. I played it straight for 4 days. And I had the fucking time of my life. And then 4 is quite fun. I like it does some awkward things. But in terms of just like actually just playing the game, it's fun. I don't hate it. It's not really a good Fallout game, but it's fun.
My favorite is 4.
I liked 76 as well, but I think I liked it because I got to play it with a friend. Same.
Unfortunately, I was also it's like before they buy something, I was like, yeah, maybe we should put human NPCs in this game. I was just like, what the fuck is this bullshit? I don't know. Why would we do this?
I played it non-stop. Obviously not non-stop, but I mean, like, I played it quite a lot with a friend until they added the human NPCs, and then I just stopped because it wasn't enough new content added on top of the already, like, I'd explored the entire map and done every quest that you could do before that, and I was like, the whole point of a Fallout game is to explore it, And I don't want to have to do all these side quests in a world I've essentially already explored. That's just not really fun to me. So I stopped. There is an entirely new map now. It's got its first expansion.
Yeah, I was like... So unfortunately, I didn't have anybody, so I was just like, what the fuck was this bullshit?
But I started playing it with Ray like a 4 months ago or something. She likes it because she's never played Fallout.
I really brought it to play around a little bit. There's actual like real content playing it. I like it so far, but for all always do is fucking files. Those are really the shit out of everyone somehow.
Ignoring the glaring like lore and story issues. What is your actual overall problem with it?
My overall problem with Fallout 4 and this is how I describe Fallout 4 to everyone when I say that's my fun. Like Fallout 4 is a pretty good game. It's a terrible Fallout game. It has like I really just don't like the word stuff in it. That's just me. It has no survival in it at all. Unlike every other game where like it was really easy to run out of food, run out of ammo, just be low on like cams and going out and stuff. Every other game will have like an apocalypse where people are trying to survive. Fallout 4 feels like I'm having a bad day. That's what I feel every day. It's like, oh, this kind of sucks. Like there's nothing like especially for everybody because you're gonna fight the dude for 75 hours before you can even have the option to join them. You just have six alien energy cells. You will never run out of energy weapons. You can always go like poke some raiders over dead for like alien bullets of every other type. There is no survival elements at all.
I play Fallout 4 specifically in Melee. It's an okay experience. I like it. Some of the Melee perks, like I really don't like the perk system that much in 4 because it just like after playing New Vegas, the lack of actual RPG mechanics, which Bethesda has a huge fucking problem with that nowadays anyway. It feels so bare bones. Like in New Vegas, it feels like I'm actually making a build when I level up, whereas when I play 4, it just feels like, okay, well, I'm getting a couple of melee perks, and it's just like, oh, okay, I do 10% low damage, okay, I do 20% low damage, that's fun.
That's also fucking to me sucks about Fallout 4 where they added that like you just level up and get ability score like special stats. So like you can just so it's like there's no like picking your stats at the beginning because you can just in like 2 or 3 hours of playing games be out like 10 and everything.
Yeah.
And it really just kind of takes away from.
The only perk that remotely feels fun while playing Fallout 4 is Idiot Savant. I think it's called Idiot Savant. Yeah. It's the one that like times your XP gain by being stupid. That one's always really fun because it just gives a little jingle when you get it. It makes me happy.
I was also there's like a lot of ridiculous shit in there that doesn't feel like normal kind of ridiculous everything in New Vegas. But for some reason, like, we should have a lot of it just feels so nice.
I mean, I didn't know until so many years later that there is I don't know where you have to be for it to happen, but there's just like an alien that crash lands and you can completely miss it.
Yeah, have to be at level 30 or something.
Yeah, and you have to be in the area, and then there's like a crash, and your character goes, "Whoa, holy bejesus!" But at the time I was playing, I wasn't paying attention to what my stupid fucking character was saying, because of course I wouldn't. It's supposed to be a me game. My character should not have to give a dialogue about what my character should be seeing. And yeah, I didn't know that the alien had crashed, and then like later on I accidentally stumbled upon them, and I started getting shot by aliens.
The alien version in that game is also where I was just like, I was like, there's a whole DLC and Fallout 3 about aliens, and it feels less like the alien.
I love Mothership Zeta. It's probably the only DLC I actually really cared about, because I really didn't like Anchorage. I just wasn't having fun when I was doing it. And is the pit technically a DLC, or was that like an add-on?
It's a DLC.
Is it its own like big DLC? Because I don't think I ever interacted with the pit. I think that was when I was ready to stop playing 3.
Yeah, that's really DLC. It's got like very interesting stuff. It's got my favorite mods in some of it.
What?
So there's a baby in the mod, and there's a baby in like a story. And like the whole thing is like that. There's raiders that are like slavery everybody, and the raider boss has this baby who like there's these radioactive diseases going around in the pit. That's like turning people into like troglodytes. There's these big fucking like monsters that live underground, like monsters that live underground. And the baby is immune to like basically the effects of radiation. It can't mutate it. It doesn't feel the effects of radiation and like that. Like for some reason, it's just born that way.
It was born different.
So they're like using this baby as like trying to find a cure. And the main quest line is like you can side with this raider boss and basically let him continue doing like research while finding a cure. Or you can kidnap the baby and give it to the fucking like slaves so that they can like start like a revolt to get freedom.
Oh my god.
But somebody made a law with a third option. You have to cancel the third just eat the baby.
That's the best mod ever.
And the baby just disappears and you go. And you just like basically fail the objectives. That's usually just eat baby.
I'd eat the baby.
Eat the crash child. Also, a slight pet peeve that isn't that serious about Fallout 4 is just that I'm going to think about dialogue options.
Yeah, that is actually one that really bugs me. But in a game that's fully voice acted, I assume that the voice actor probably wouldn't want to voice things like that. Although, he does have a voice line where he goes, "Railroad, choo choo," so, you know, whatever.
That's not a lot of me. It's just what is this? I think give me an established background. It was my character.
Didn't they also eventually say that the guy from Fallout 4 is apparently a horrible person in terms of like actual Fallout lore?
One of the writers for I don't remember if he was a writer for he wrote on the Fallout 1 or 2 or whatever, but someone was like probably not super serious, but serious enough that in the opening cutscene for Fallout 1, the annex Canada, and you see that those two US soldiers shoot that Canadian citizen protesting.
Oh.
They said that the guy, not the guy that actually shoots the protesters with a gun and laughs when he gets shot.
You know, that makes me like the Fallout 4 character though.
And then everyone was like, what the fuck? And then he was like, just a joke, guys. I'm sorry.
No, death to Canadians, let's go, let's do it. It's about time.
He was like, it's a joke, come on.
They need their comeuppance.
Like, come on, guys, being a little silly. It wasn't real. Chat wasn't real. I was like, I'd respect this man more if he just wasn't a genocide. Which I mean, he did, was that fucking Anchorage, they just straight up say he was at Anchorage.
I mean,
the
the intro alludes to that, because they mention the fact that he just got back from war, and the only super big war that would have happened around that time was Anchorage, so let's go kill some people that may or may not deserve it, but that's the joy of Fallout.
This is the high school times was mad. I was like, fucking video game you're talking about. What do you think about that city based on the idea is like the Great War only have 15 minutes.
That sounds fucking hilarious.
There's people that genuinely only count when the bombs are dropping as the Great War. And I'll what was that other shit then?
You know, it also kind of relates to something that the only like super big thing that bothered me in the Fallout TV show is that them saying that Vault-Tec is the one that pressed the button first, and it really bothers me that it wasn't everyone all at once. I like Fallout a whole lot more when it's everyone at once coincidentally pressing the bomb button.
The thing about the Vault-Tec thing is that even in the show, it doesn't really like feel like that even makes sense. Considering the fact that like they straight up like show that one woman who the Google wife, I don't remember her name. They're like showing her like fucking push themselves and they just it's like if she was like high up enough that like she was like doing this whole meeting and everything. When she not be one of the executives that got put in the 30. They just let her fucking die out there.
I assume they're gonna get to that in season 2 probably.
Because they're very much kind of weighing the idea that like she's just away somewhere. Or somewhere like doing something. But like everybody else who's like on executive level became one of the fucking buds. And it's just like nice.
Although Bud's were specifically people that Bud was friends with and that he had got into his group. I think she would either have been in a different vault or been a part of some other program. Because she was way higher up than him. Like, Bud was like an intern. Although I don't know why they would give an intern his own vault. It's just weird.
I was like some high up in like management. Because he's the one that games like commercials and stuff.
I thought he was the one getting Cooper's wife coffee.
I do remember when I was watching this, like, it was like some other version, he's driving around I can't remember the actual name of the fucking like vehicle.
I love his stupid car.
I was just like, look at this, he's over reverting, he can't even pick up bitches in his car.
My favorite bit is that, if I remember correctly, based on like certain adverts, though that car that he's driving is a bigger version of the one that they literally give to kids. Because kids have their own personal motor vehicle, and I don't know which game that's from, but it literally is like a small version of that, and they're even allowed to drive on roads with it. So he has like an adult version of a kid's toy. I remember the first time I ever shot a car, because I was playing Fallout 3, and obviously first time playing a Fallout game, and I shot a car and it went off like a nuke, and I was like, holy shit, what the hell? Because any other game I'd played before then, like, if I shot a car, like, it wouldn't blow up, you'd just shoot it. Like, I was used to things like Call of Duty. Or like, Halo.
Being a kid, playing Fallout 3 for the first time, and like being like, I never like drive, like fix up a car or driving, and I remember like years like being about in Fallout 2 that you have a car.
Yeah, Highwayman. That's my favorite mod. Is the Highwayman mod for New Vegas, because it's so it's scarily well made.
I mean, the Highwayman's just there.
It has physics. It has ragdoll. It has actual like speed that you can use to knock enemies. It's I don't know how the hell they did that in New Vegas, but that's terrifying.
I think they got really good about the mod. I saw recently Vegas that had like a bunch of content. It's just basically the third combination that my button is just one. Because the red highway man you find outside of Novak originally had the armor 13 volts in the back of it. That you're going to be able to pick up.
I actually really like the Caria isn't a Vault Dweller too. That's I really like that. Oh, I want more situations where we're just kind of a guy that was in the wasteland. I don't know, next Fallout game, shoot us in the head again or something, please.
Fallout 76 kind of felt a little like wrench in that. But I mean, there was always like the idea like they were alternating between a Dweller and a regular guy every game. And then 76 and now we're going to Dweller again.
I mean, so Fallout 1 you're a Vault Dweller. Fallout 2, you live in very close proximity to a vault, and you're also directly descended from the Vault Dweller from Fallout 1.
Yeah, but you're not a Vault Dweller. You just worship a vault. Wherever that guy came from.
Fallout 3, you're a baby for about 2 hours before you get to play the game. And then, yeah, New Vegas. How do you get a game as good as New Vegas? I know that everyone on the internet ever sucks New Vegas' dick, but it deserves it. I like, anytime I talk about New Vegas in like any sort of conversation, I always end up thinking to myself like, holy shit, that game's really good.
It's just really funny that they won't let that team come back and actually finish the game. Obsidian has went to fucking like to them there multiple times before, and they're like, hey, we would like making another follow game. And but that's never doing that now.
I think recently they've even just said like, we would happily make any sort of Bethesda game, even how they treated us in the past.
Yeah, they're like, you just want to help you guys out about like getting games for free and when they're like early releases, and then they're just like, no.
You guys aren't doing your jobs, and we want to help you with that. Please let us. We're begging you.
Apparently, Microsoft is like, you're about
I'm excited for Obsidian's new fantasy game. I really want to play it.
I'm waiting just for I'm just for fucking I'll take it out.
Like, I want to point out, they didn't make games for like literally since New Vegas, and then all of a sudden they come out with 2 new titles, and the 2 new titles are fucking amazing. I really like Our Worlds. It's got the writing I really like from Obsidian. The RPG stuff and the gameplay is a bit meh, but in terms of like actually writing and conversations and like the lore is really fun. And then Grounded is one of my favorite games. It might actually be my favorite survival game. It's so good. It's also got the voice of Flynn Rider from Tangled as the doctor guy who's like your mentor. It's really cool.
I was gonna program for and then like it was like, oh, there's actually like not much content.
There is tons now. They just updated it as well, and you can now befriend an ant colony.
Yeah, there's like around game that's coming out, and it was like there's
yeah, there wasn't a lot when the game came out, but now there's boss fights, there's aura sets that give you like special bonuses. They have an entire underwater section. They also have a sandbox, and I don't mean sandbox gameplay. I mean a giant sandbox in the yard that acts as a desert level. It's so good. The only thing that would make the game better is bug mounting. The only thing you can't do is ride a bug, but you can have pets as well. You can have pet like aphids. You can now have a pet ant. I really like Grounded. I would suggest you play it with Dougal. But Dougal doesn't like bugs, so...
Dougal hates bugs so much. It's really funny. I was just like, they played last spider.
You have a spider, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she has mentioned it, and I hate thinking about it. I am an arachnophobe.
I'd like a beast.
Then I would definitely not enjoy being in the same room as it.
It's a lot of species of tarantula.
Why? What compels someone to do that? Like, why? Just stop it. Guys, this is the same guy that said he would eat people. Okay, just saying.
I really looking to get like this I want this spider is the biggest one.
Why?
Well, I was like characters, and I was like a lot of other I'll probably just get one of these like smaller like ranges or more like for I don't know like spiders for. And then I went to Oddities Expo, and there was a woman there that was like selling like pet ones. And she was like, oh, these she's like, I like this guy, I didn't know that their hairs were like allergenic, and I'm like, so unfortunately, I'm selling like super cheap. I was like, I have
Oh shit.
them. She's like, I'll give you $80. I was like, absolutely, like me.
I also really don't like the fact that your immediate go-to was, I need to get the biggest spider I can possible.
I didn't want to get like my first one, but I like to get the spider, and it has to be the first spider. He's still a baby. But he's multiple times, and he eats like when he gets. Why do you think Griffith is fucked up because he's a monster?
Yeah, I could have told you that.
Because it's really weird to see like again, most spiders like just go and catch stuff. It's kind of wild to watch like a spider actually has to hunt. Go fucking kill shit. That one was also just some rugs. I thought about getting a big rug.
Of course you did.
Is that a big rug?
Wait, you want to feed your spider Hercules beetles?
No, not buying one of that.
I want a Hercules beetle. Go buy me one, please.
They weren't actually just going to like 10 or $20 or something like that.
How much work does a grub have, though?
I don't know, like what you have to do, kept I don't imagine much, just buried around. I don't imagine you like much to take care of them. I'm driving when it starts.
You can take a break. Google has to take quite a few breaks. I'm lucky. 3D art does not take a lot of effort, and I've got a I don't know. I have a superpower, which is I don't have any pain nerves in my right arm, so I can't get carpal tunnel. And even if I could, it will permanently do damage that I will never feel.
I still love 3D art in high school, but I just stopped.
I never did it before like a couple years ago, and then I just I don't know. I just wanted to do it.
I was ran into some dudes on McDonald's who would go there just to sit around and do stuff in the burger.
I used to, when my foster care used to kick me out of the house, I used to go to McDonald's so I could use the free Wi-Fi to look at YouTube. That was how I discovered the Game Grumps.
These guys got McDonald's most of them like vendors and stuff together, and they was working game and I just got tired of it. Like, you guys are fucking it. And then they're like, oh, vendor, you can make like ways like, oh, that's really cool. And then I started like fucking around one vendor.
Oh, you were trying to impress the boys. It's a very bottom thing of you to do.
I was like, oh, that's really cool. And then like raise like
That's my favorite bit about Blender, is that it is completely free.
I think what they're doing is like the things that was like it took so long to complicated that I was like,
I used to think it was complicated. I've told this story before. I play Final Fantasy 14 a lot, and in that game you can take screenshots of your character, and there's like a huge community based around like actually taking screenshots of your character with like special poses that you have to make yourself. And I got really good at moving my character in a 3D environment, and it actually made me really good at Blender when I came back to it.
I made I did always like a basic like make a cup and shell like here's like a baby tutorial for people who never used Blender before. And then the next thing I did was I made a fucking teddy bear.
Aww.
And that fucking sucks.
And thus Magnus Jinx was born.
Yeah, it's just like, and then so it's so fucking awesome because it was like the thing I did was like
so
because it like fur and everything.
I will second-handedly out myself right now. Hold on, let me save these. So you do you have any way to see my screen?
Yeah, I can pull it up here.
Okay. So these are like the kinds of models I can make nowadays. And they're slowly getting more and more complex. But my first ever model was, where is it? It was this, which is a terrible gun I made for a friend that doesn't like it. It's solid on the front.
Just like every gun should be.
And like it's got awful shapes, and it's just made of like 17 different objects. The only thing I've ever been proud of about this gun is the straps. I'm really proud of the metal straps. And maybe this I was quite proud of. But this also, oh, I just realized it's an illusion. There's actually multiple different objects together. Wow, what a scam. But yeah, that was my first model. So yeah, don't feel bad about it. And then eventually I started making things like the Doki Doki Classroom. And I did a few tutorials, like I did the one where you get to make a rogue.
Yeah, I just followed like online tutorials for a bit, and then I made that teddy bear, and I was just like, this fucking sucks. Mainly it was just putting like fur texture on it. That was just like, this makes me want to fucking rip my arms off.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to do one more art fight.
Oh yeah, whenever you want to stop, by the way, just like let me know.
Hmm.
I'm very unusual in the fact that I could literally go like for hours. It's hard to get started, but once I do get started, I don't really want to stop. Although this commission is also due in like a week, so I kind of really have to get my get my butt in gear.
Oh my god, it's French Hatsune Miku.
Wait, there's a Hatsune Miku?
Somebody's on here, it's a French Hatsune Miku.
Does she have baguettes for hair?
She does.
Oh! You know, I was really excited for like something cool and original and not just Hatsune Miku with photoshopped baguettes on her hair. I'm actually not quite sure what I expected.
Oh god, I'm done with fucking though with art fight. I've hit somebody's fucking female Vox from Hasbin Hotel fucking character.
Do
So I'm
you
fucking done with
like
this.
Hasbin Hotel? I know the Dougal likes it. I think Dougal likes
first,
it.
I think the first 3 episodes are pretty much fucking unwatchable. But everything else is pretty good.
Noted.
Double felt so bad when we were watching it because like Double didn't have like any stakes in it. But I liked the pilot when it dropped. And then when they were like, we're gonna make a show, I was like so excited, and then it just went on, and then just years went by with fucking radio silence. And then just out of nowhere they're like, oh yeah, it's about to come out. And I was like, let's fucking go. Finally, what we've been waiting for. And then it dropped and we were watching, like we got to like the end of the second like episode, and I was like, this is the worst fucking thing ever. She just kept
is
like looking at me and being like,
garbage.
she just kept looking at me and being like, I can see the like disappointment in your eyes. I'm just like, this is ass. And then the 4th episode was good, and then all the other episodes were like pretty good. It's just mostly that I watch Hell of a Boss, and I was just like, it's really good, and it's got good music. So they actually have a production team behind this, so this should be like really good. And then like all the music in the first 3 episodes is like fucking unlistenable. I have like a fucking there's the fucking song that happens in like episode like 1 or 2. I think it's episode 2 it happens in. Between Vaggie and Camilla. I'm like, that's not just a bad song from like this show. I was like, this is like a on all ways terrible musical number. I was like, this wasn't even a bad song in the show. This is just a bad song in just a general music sense.
Hello, Foxy.
I'm trying to find one more.
Foxy is my new
do
best
all
friend.
the-
She's going to draw me Impred art for free.
For free? That's crazy.
She said that she just wants to be paid in exposure, so...
Exposure.
You know,
That's what they say.
exposing the masses to me being Impreg, that's what she said. I think this is done.
No way.
I think it's a joke at a time. If it's added to your queue, that makes me so happy.
I'm trying to find one more thing to draw, but like nothing nothing is coming to me.
You can also draw me pregnant if you want.
Let me see here.
Say less? Everyone always tells me to say less. They always tell me I say too much. But I don't think I say enough. Right. Now I've got to see
There you go.
if I can export this as a VRM.
There you go. I've drawn you pregnant. There you
You've
go.
drawn me pregnant?
There you go. There's you
I'm
pregnant.
so beautiful. I love that you've also put the weed in my mouth, which is inherently harming my child.
No, it's making your child cool as hell.
You should draw an X-ray on my belly, and my child is also smoking weed.
Let's see. Let's draw like a
How do I've got to remember how I upload my models normally. Yeah, it is. It is VRM, I think, how I usually upload my model. So you can smoke weed while MPreg. I'm so happy with that knowledge.
there you go. There's a little X-ray of your baby in there.
I'm gonna put that on my fridge. My little homunculus in my belly.
That's what a baby looks like.
Export VRM. Extract texture images into the folder. No, don't import extract. Export. VRM. Export only selections.
Here's my fan art of Syra getting an abortion.
So this is Fire Guy, so this is Big Fire Guy.
I don't know what I'm just drawing an eyeball.
I know how to open tits and make sure that this works. And then if it works, I can send it off to my client, and there we go. There's another portion of the commission done.
Easy money.
Yeah, they paid about 65 bucks for all of these characters. It's been fun. I've really enjoyed this. Oh, you've got to be shitting my fucking ass off.
Is that right?
Everything else works apart from the wings and the mouth. Why?
Okay, I just saw her, folks. It's just like, holy shit, from fucking drawing you pregnant. I didn't have my fucking chat up for a second.
External automatically crack resources. No new files have been packed. What do you mean no new files have been packed?
Participating in an art fight, but I'm just gonna draw all like 30 of Folksy's characters. Nobody else's.
Why did this not work?
If I draw one of Folksy's characters, nothing's stopping me from drawing all like 50. Just for folks here, draw. Here's my artist rendition of Z impreg.
Here's your requested reference of Syra Rayquin.
Here's your goober mail.
Okay, so
Oh, let's draw. I can't find like anything. I can't find any other art fight things to draw. %90 people in here are furries, and I don't know how they draw furries. What does that fucking say? Oh. Saw a video recently talking about how like terrible stuff in the US is going on right now. And they're just like, I don't care how bad stuff gets here, I'm never going to the UK. And I was just like, it's just like, what's the easiest place to immigrate to from the US? And it's like the UK. And he's just like, no matter how bad things get, I'll never go to the UK.
What's wrong with where the hell we are? I mean, I hate it, but...
see, that's not where I draw my line. My line is firmly drawn in. I don't care how bad it gets, I'll never go to France.
Oh.
I have a blood feud with the British, but I have like a deep-seated... The British doesn't mean for no reason, you just... The smell. The French fucking suck. The French are awful, France is awful. French people are just like assholes about you not speaking French. And then speak the fucking like... the wackest fucking English. I've never been to France, but I know like they'll just fucking like shit all over you for not speaking French.
I need to upload him as an FBX. Gotcha. So, export as FBX, selected objects, custom properties.
You go to Spain. Spain would be not too bad. The only problem with Spain is that I'm that close to the French. Like, Dubal always talks about like if shit hit the fan, like we could always go to Canada. And I'm just like, I'm not going anywhere near the fucking French Canadians.
Oh, why is this issue persisting again?
Listen, I fucking hate the French so much that I don't even fuck with French Canadians. The UK, I would go to the UK reluctantly.
I was gonna say, I'm here, don't come to the UK.
Don't go to the UK.
No, I'm here. I will throw you back downstairs.
I can't go to the UK because Syra will physically assault my wife. Too happy to go to the UK.
Okay, she threatens to
I'm
physically
not
assault me all the
miserable enough.
time. I will physically assault her.
I'm too happy to ever go to the UK. I'm not miserable enough to be there. I like going to Ireland.
Why does
Also,
this model work? What is your issue?
Also, I just found someone else to draw, so now I have like I can do something with my hands and be distracted. Ireland would be cool. Ireland would be cool. The only thing I don't like about Ireland, and this is like an issue with like most of that like side of Europe, is just how much it fucking rains.
That's my favorite bit.
That's my favorite part. I just don't like how much it fucking rains in those parts.
I physically bless the rains down in Africa.
Physically. I just hate rain. Well, I hate like a lot of rain. Rain every once in a while is fine, but once it like rains for more than like 10 minutes, I'm just like, I'm out. Once every day is just rain, it's like I'm out.
We're forced to be still and play the same songs we've known since that day. Away, we're not like what you're thinking. Oh, what the hell happened? There's 1987. 5 Nights at Freddy's. Is this where you wanna be? I just don't get it. Why would you wanna spend 5 Nights at Freddy's?
But every time we talk about moving, Dougal just gets mad at me because I have something to say about everywhere. Everywhere is just like, we could live there. And I'm just like, ah, fuck that part of that thing though.
I have no problem where I live. As long as I have a place to live, I don't care.
She like mentions somewhere, I'm like, fuck that, it's too cold. The Midwest,
the Midwest.
Folks, I hate to say this. I hate to be the one to tell you this. The Midwest is called the Midwest for a reason. Because it's fucking mid.
Oh.
The Midwest is so fucking... such a fucking awful...
You could say the Midwest is so mid. Oh!
It is. It's just the fact. It's just... They did not name it the Midwest because it's in the middle. They named it the Midwest because of how it is to be there. I woke up in Miami.
Do you like Five Nights at Freddy's?
Yeah.
Okay, but do you like Five Nights at Freddy's?
Yeah. Like, I've kept up with, like, the lore and everything since, like, it came out.
Chat, I don't think he likes Five Nights at Freddy's.
I made Double watch like hours of lore videos one day.
I like it, and I like it a lot more nowadays. Some would say I like it too much, but those people are just wrong.
I've heard you like it enough that you look up Roxanne Wolf inflation.
Yeah. What kind of lies has your wife been spreading, huh?
According to my wife, you look at Roxanne Wolf inflation.
Yeah, well, your wife is wrong and a creep and a weirdo.
Like the song?
I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. What am I doing here? I really want to play more FNAF. I just wish there was more FNAF, like just in general. I want more. I don't care anymore. Give me that fucking slop.
Give me that slop. For what I've heard, is really what you want is more Roxanne Wolf. That's just what I've heard through the grapevine.
Well, that's Dougal being a weirdo, because here's the thing, right? If people ended up sending me more Roxanne Wolf stuff, which, you know, I would absolutely hate if you sent me tons and tons of images of Roxanne Wolf from Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach, okay? Write that down. That's Roxanne Wolf, Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. The reason why she wants people to do that is so that she can see more Roxanne Wolf Security Breach, because she would end up like second-handedly seeing it and she would be like, oh yes, I'm a sicko, but I'm pretending like Syra is a sicko so that I can get away with not being labeled as a sicko. That's why. I don't want the Roxanne Wolf stuff. But if you sent it to me specifically, I could show it to Dougal and it would make Dougal really happy. But yeah, I want more FNAF, like just all over the place. There's a mod coming out for Security Breach that's been worked on for like a couple of years now, and it's basically it re-adds all the cut content and aims to make the game a lot more like it was shown in the original trailers. And I'm so fucking excited for it. I really want to play it. I'm gonna get Dougal to sit in with me while I play it, because I don't think she's ever played a FNAF game specifically. So might be fun to like play it while she's there. I just really want to play more FNAF. I really want to do lots of things. I'm planning a season 2 of a game called Voices of the Void, which is basically you're at like a government black site looking for signals in space of a terrestrial kind, and it's a pseudo horror game. It's not scary unless you're terrified of aliens in the unknown. And fun shit happens, and there's cool signals and spooky audio and fun events, and I haven't played it in a couple of months, and I really want to do season 2 of it because I really enjoyed it. I really have not been in love with streaming for the past couple of months. And then I'm trying to get back into it because all I've been doing for the past couple of months is sleeping. Literally, I sleep, I wake up for like 2 hours a day, and then I go back to sleep. And it's been really, really bad. And I'm now finally starting to actually wake up. And I want to do things again. I want to do big creative things. Like the podcast, where episode 1 will go out very soon. I just need to get Dougal's email so I can make her an editor on my YouTube channel. And then episode 1 of Bear in a Bar will go live. And then this week's episode of Bear in a Bar, we're gonna have a certain artist called Folksy Doo. Which is gonna be fun. We're gonna ask her invasive questions.
Like, where was Folksy Doo on January 6th?
What? What happened on January 6th?
That was when the like all those fucking Trump supporters stormed the fucking Capitol.
Oh. Where was Folksy Doo during 9/11?
It's a great question.
I'm just saying, I've never seen Folksy Doo and Bin Laden in the same room.
Where was Folksy when they got Osama bin Laden? That's a real question.
I literally physically haven't seen Folksy since that day, so you know. Well, see, can you like draw us a diagram of
where you were,
or of like where you are, like where you're hiding? Does that have like a small air tunnel and some supplies above you?
where you're hiding. I really want to know where Folksy was during Pearl Harbor. That's what I want to know. All things that could be revealed in the podcast.
In the podcast, yep. You're gonna have to watch and listen in order to find out what malicious things Folksy Doo has been up to during climactic world events.
I can't keep living through historical events.
Every day you love me less, each day I love you more. I've got hearts wide, I love I can't win. But then I stop.
Foxy, if you're still in my chat, let me ask you a question real quick. Where were you during the Boston Marathon?
Where were you during the boss fight in Elden Ring last night? I needed help and you weren't there. You look yes, I've heard the sky. Every day, each day I love you more. But the days stop counting. Oh. Yesterday, Oh, you know what? Speaking of invasive questions, what do you do for a job? I remember Dougal has told me, but I actually don't remember.
I work at like an oil change garage.
So sorry.
That fucking sucks. Well, I mean, I guess like I could be doing more shit, but like it's not great.
Well, potentially as of tomorrow, I won't be working anymore. It depends if I get this sudden urge to quit my fucking job.
Oh, I'll tell you that. Actually, that reminds me of something that happened at work one time. We had this guy who worked there for, I'd say probably about like, he almost hit like 3 months or something like that. Like he was like really close to like working there for like 3 or 4 months or something like that. One day, I wasn't there for this, unfortunately, because it was really funny, but apparently one day he looks at this guy I was working with and he's like, man, I've been thinking about quitting all day. and he was just like, he's like, why? And he's just like, I don't know. He's just like, man, he's just like, there's just a lot of stuff about this job I just don't really like. He's just like, man, I just been thinking about quitting all day. And he's just like, well, what? I mean, like, you know, like you should probably think about it, but like whatever you want to do, you know.
It's
And that
brave of
guy's
him
just
to
sitting
come out
there.
and say that, though.
Yeah, he's just sitting there. And apparently, he just sat there for a while. Just sat there for a while, and then he just got up, walked to his car, got in it. He went over to the computer, like clocked out, got in his car, and then just looked at that guy. Was just like, yeah, tell our boss that I'll bring my stuff back tomorrow morning," and just drove off.
Wow.
I was just like, whatever he wants to do, but also like that's just so goddamn funny. It was made extra funny by the fact that like a lot of people just didn't like him.
Aw.
So it was just like, I mean, whatever he wants to do, good fucking riddance.
Wow. Well, what was wrong with him? Whoa.
That's probably the funniest bit about the whole thing is that like no one could tell you why like we didn't like people there didn't like him. Just people just didn't like him.
Aw.
There wasn't like a reason. Like people were just like, I just don't like care for him. That's like that was the reason. Like I was just like, I just don't really care for this guy.
That's so sad.
I mean, like I was one of the people that just did not care for him that well. So I mean, like he's kind of got on people's nerves. Like just randomly, and so everybody was just like, I don't fucking care.
He called people nerd randomly. I do that. Oh no, do people hate me too?
Oh no, he didn't call people. No, he didn't call people nerds. He was just get on people's nerves.
Oh, I thought you said that he would call people nerds, and I was thinking like, oh no, that's something I do.
I'll be right back. I gotta go get the charger for this iPad. It's about to die.
Although I don't think people like me because the moment I need them, I start talking about Emperor with them. But that's, you know, it's a different situation. I know. I don't know. Recently, I've been a lot more open and a bit weird, and it's been very fun. It's been very gratifying. But sometimes I get like, I don't know. I sit there at night and I'm like, was I too weird? Did I make them uncomfortable? I don't know. I'm used to being very reserved about myself, but recently I've been a bit more fun with it, and it's been nice. But I also worry a lot that I'm scaring people away from me. Like I worry I'm gonna say something that someone is gonna take seriously. Oh boy, why is the texture not cooperating? Yeah. Like, no one anything could say to me, unless it was like actually offensive, could probably make me uncomfortable in any way. Not really. But I know that's not the same for other people when it comes to me. That's why I've been really happy hanging out with Dougal, because Dougal matches how stupid I can be and knows that anything I say isn't serious.
I'm back.
Welcome back. Why are you doing that? Export to FBX to issue. We don't have to fight.
Singing Steven Universe.
Hmm?
So are you singing Steven Universe?
Yes, I am.
Yes, I am. Have you had the debate with Dougal yet?
Oh, what's the
About
debate with
Steven
Dougal?
The debate around Steven Universe with Dougal is that you just tell her that Pink Diamond is a fucking like war criminal.
Does she not see it that way?
Well, the thing is that she's like, I'm a Rose Quartz defender, and I'll just be like, but Rose Quartz is Pink Diamond, who is basically a Nazi, and she'll defend Rose Quartz.
Yeah, because she stopped being Hitler. And she
Yeah,
instead
she
turned
didn't
into a little boy.
But the thing is that she knew that there was other Nazis in space, and she just decided that, you know what, I can just go ahead and forget about that and have a domestic life. No reason to stop them. No reason to do anything about that. Let's just go live a cool little domestic life.
She's probably trying not to think about it.
Well, then she had a kid, and then that became, that kid's problem, because she's that kid, basically. But not. So basically, she just put all of her problems on this random boy. And then he had to go deal with it.
Hey, if someone tries to kill my future child, possibly that might not exist because I am friends with the wrong people, then that's on the kids. That's on the kid. Fuck that kid.
Also, I was like, there's one Pink Diamond decision that is literally like defendable. And if you bring it up, she just gets mad because it's literally like, even to Rose Quartz defenders, it's like an undefendable thing. She just left Spinel on that planet forever and did not go back for or ever mention that she existed.
Yeah, it's because it was just a toy to her.
Which is a real cool position to be, which is a real cool position to take after, later you're just like, no, all gems are precious and matter and everything's good. And then you're just like, oh, but I'm never gonna like go back for that person I left on like the moon for 1,000 years. That can't die of old age and will just stand there forever.
Yeah, but then we wouldn't have the Steven Universe movie, which is a really good movie.
We wouldn't.
So she's based her causing the Steven Universe movie to happen.
I'll say if no one else was his day, she left her there, so we got the Steven Universe movie. But it's like the one Rose Quartz decision that like no matter what you can't really like defend. But most I just like arguing with Dougal about stuff. Because me and Dougal have such differing opinions on like shit we'll watch together. Like another Steven Universe one is I fucking hate Pearl.
Yeah, she told me you don't like Pearl.
She's a bad character.
I like Pearl a lot. Because I consider her to be a good character. I honestly am of the mind of if someone like dislikes Pearl, the job is done well, because she's specifically designed for you to be like, wow, this bitch sucks.
I was just like, she couldn't bag a baddie like 10,000 years ago and then made it everyone's fucking problem still 10,000 years later. Fucking humans are cavemen when she was trying to like spit game, and we cut to thousands of years later and she's still making it everyone else's problem. Remember when they gave her that remember when they gave her that fucking like punk uh um rose quartz looking like girlfriend for an episode and then they just never brought her back up?
They did bring her back up a couple times, I think.
No, she never shows up again. She shows up in one episode. And then they just never reference her again.
What was her name?
I don't know if she even said what her name was. She just finds this human that looks a lot like Rose, and then she gets her number, and then they never mention her again.
Her name is Mystery Girl, and she is in 2 episodes.
So I'm telling you, she did not matter.
To be honest, though, Pearl ended up getting into a situationship with Greg, so, you know.
I do remember vividly because one of Kelsey's favorite songs in the whole show is Over, isn't it? And I was like, the entire time that song was going on, I was like, boo fucking who, dude.
You're so grumpy.
I was like, fucking womp womp, dog.
You leave Pearl alone.
Like, this bitch didn't want to fuck you 1,000 years ago. She's dead. She definitely doesn't want to fuck you now. Please stop being weird towards this fucking child because you had a crush on their mom before the planet was like formed. But my favorite gym was Peridot.
I like Peridot a lot. She's probably my favorite.
They should let her rap. They never let her sing outside of like, you know, lending her voice like a little bit to a couple songs, but like they should let her rap.
Oh, why is this like this?
Also, I'm still just pissed that they never gave us a Peridot fusion.
I think they almost did. I think they were going to.
They were gonna. There was like the episode where like she was gonna fuse with the, I want to say like amethyst maybe, but then like at the last second she's like, I can't do this.
I think if she'd fused with Lapis, the shippers would have gone crazy. Absolutely foaming at the mouth.
I just go with the the assessment that I like the theory that I was gonna say, oh, that Peridot doesn't fuse because she's just like asexual.
Yeah. What is happening with this?
Realizing that this is like way too dark. That's too white. That's pretty cool.
Wow! Ugh.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, just the sneezes hurt.
This makes me think of my boss. You'd think he got fucking shot every time he sneezes. Not because they're loud, just because like when he sneezes, he's just like, oh shit. Ah.
My sneezers are so violent, I like headbutt desks and stuff. Why? Why are your textures doing that? They're not supposed to do that! Fuck off! Why? Oh. This is my least favorite thing about 3D art. Like, you draw a piece of 2D art, and you're like, okay, yeah, it's done, everything's fine. 3D art, you do everything, it all makes sense, you texture it, it looks fine, and then you export it into the thing that you want to use it in, and nothing fucking works.
This makes me think of the reason I never want to do like fucking coding stuff.
Fun thing about Blender texturing is it's very similar to coding. You basically have to code your textures, and you have to code like individual properties. And the best thing is that any application that you want to export them to, like let's say Unity or fucking just anything that uses like VRMs, it cannot read Blender shaders and textures. So if you want some of the more complex ones to work, you have to make them from scratch in the engine that you're porting them into. It's a problem I've had with this commission. I really wanted to make it because this is supposed to be like a little gooey fire guy, and the thing I wanted to do for him was I wanted to make it so that when the light touches him, he's got this nice filter on top of it that makes him look gooey and makes it look like light is shining off of like goo. The texture that I put like an entire like 3 days worth into making It doesn't work in the application that I'm trying to export it into, so I had to completely get rid of it. It's so sad.
Just do better.
You shut your whore mouth.
Just be better.
Stop it.
You ever thought about just being better?
I will break you.
Just get good.
Stop
Not
it.
that hard. Just do it and make it right. Don't fuck it up.
Will pin you down and eat your toes.
You don't have to do all that and go through all this if you just did it right the first time.
If you're so good at it, you do it then. Do it for me.
No. Because if I do it, you won't learn anything.
I hate you.
What are you going to learn if I do it for you? Nothing. I said, what are you going to learn if I do it for you? Nothing.
You're about to learn the back of my fist.
Asking you a fair question, which is what will you learn if I do it for you?
I am going to throw your wife down a set of stairs, and I hope you know that as I do it, I will tell her that it is all your fault. And if she ends up in a coma after she's fallen down the stairs, I will put a pair of headphones on her, and I will play audio that repeatedly tells her that you did this to her, and then when she wakes up, she will think it was you. I will ruin your life. And I will do it better than anyone else could. And you will never tell me to do it better ever again, because I will have done the best thing I could ever do.
Yeah, that sounds like a... Yeah, that sounds like a lot of work for if you just did it right once, you wouldn't have to do all that work.
Yeah, but the effort is worth it for the bit.
Maybe you should put the effort into doing the model right.
I'm gonna put the effort into your mom.
Did you get all out of your system, or are you gonna be able to do this the model right?
I genuinely don't know what my issue is, though. Everything is fine. My textures are fine. The UVs are perfectly fine. But when I export it to FBX, the textures get all jungled.
Well, clearly you're not doing it right then, right? Oh. I've done my 3 art pieces. They look bad, but I've done them.
My experience working with FBX files, what might be going on here is that the texture opacity settings may not be properly preserved in the FBX file. On each material used in the object, ensure your blend load in the settings tab is set correctly.
Oh no. Without the board.
Looks like EV material blend mode should be set to something other than blend.
I just realized for the last like 15 minutes, my phone has just been laying on the floor from where I had to plug the iPad up.
Your what?
My phone. I put it down there for light, and I just left it down there.
I find Alpha Clip or Alpha Blend works best anyway. You possibly had this set right in the first place because the FBX export import didn't carry this over, and they also need to go into each real material node to reconnect any alpha naps textures.
I think Double's home.
Oh shit. The
Our
child
dog
has
is
returned.
screaming. Our dog's shitting its pants.
No, in my experience, dogs don't really have pants to shit, you know.
Well, you haven't met our dog.
No, I've been told a great deal about her, though.
She's a beast.
That shits her pants?
Yeah.
Oh, hello, Tablespoon. Welcome to this. This is a funny little guy. I'm not talking about Sin. He's very short.
We're like the
Oh!
same height.
Literally, the thing that said it would fix it doesn't work. What is actually going on? I've never had this issue before. This isn't an issue I had on the previous model either. I genuinely don't know what is jumbling the textures.
Use a bitch.
Are you saying that to me or Dougal?
That was Double.
This is a model for someone called Apollo. You're a very big VTuber person who just happened to commission me, I guess because my prices are really low.
I'm just gonna figure out why chat doesn't show up on the stream anymore.
Dougal, your husband is being an asshole. Help.
Help. It's showing up for a second, it's disappearing. Like instantaneously, which is so fucked up.
Wow, you're having issues? Oh, couldn't be me.
Stuff like that. What's wrong with your models then?
Nothing. I fixed it.
Oh, did you?
Don't fix it for him. He deserves this. He was being a piece of shit antagonist, being really mean.
I've never antagonized anyone ever.
You're antagonizing me with that fucking statement.
All I'm saying is if you didn't fuck it up, it would work.
I didn't fuck it up, but I'm gonna fuck you in a minute.
Somewhere along. When have I ever lied? Ever in my entire life? I'm not the biggest antagonist. That's cap. That will not hold up in court. I am not a bully and a scoundrel. That's so fucked up to say. Calling me that makes you a bully and a scoundrel.
You know, for once I agree with Dougal, she's right. You are a monster, an animal, a dog, a craven.
I'm not a dog, I'm a spider.
Come on, dog. Stop it, dog. Yo, dog, chill.
No, I'm a spider.
You're a loser is what you are. Oh my god! Oh!
So I'm gonna send my tarantula after you.
I am very far away from you, tarantula. I am not under any threat whatsoever.
You just wait till those fucking parachuting spiders rain down on the UK.
I think those are really cool, actually.
They'll tell me to hit you with a hammer.
Dougal, I think me and you both know your husband would literally not be able to do that. He is too squishy.
Oh, Charlie, what do you want?
Might just have to say fuck it, and because there's apparently no fix for the issue I'm having.
You what's up?
I don't need an importer, I need an exporter, you fucking stupid. You will stop being an ass. I will put you in timeout. I have that power.
That's got Dougal asking for a clip of where it's my model barking because of Charlie.
Oh no, it won't let me unban Dougal. You did not speak the truth. You were a slanderous hog. Slanderous hog, Twinkie Dog. Hey, me and Twinkie Dog are best friends, okay? You ain't got nothing. Twinkie Dog is cool and misunderstood. Me and Judy are best friends. I'm best friends with Judy. Judy's great. Judy is a close personal friend of mine. Okay, so I'm going to do that, and I'm going to export that now, and then let's see how the texture is over. I really hate 3D model issues. No more keyframes to do. Well, yeah, I don't want to import keyframes. The texture's still having issues. How? I don't get it. Something is happening that literally doesn't make any sense.
It should be better.
All jokes aside, this definitely isn't a me issue. It's from what I can gather when I'm exporting it. It's shuffling the textures around, which is not something I'm inherently telling it to do.
Tell it not to do that.
Thanks, Sim.
Tell it not to scramble the textures.
I'm really excited to hang out with you again if we ever decide to do that. Yeah, no, this is a weird problem. Fuck. How do I stop this? Base color is fine, square 2. Yes. And the image texture is fire square too. I don't know. Fire texture is a principled BSDF. Base color is fire texture. Yes. That is incredibly normal. So why is it on this that it's getting fucked up? No, we're gonna delete that.
Is it just like a Blender issue?
No, because the textures load perfectly fine in Blender. That's the thing that like bugs me about importing it to separate things. Is it's definitely a lost in translation issue. Because the thing, so I don't know if you know what it is, but there's an application that you use to throw things at people called tits. Twitch integrated throwing system, and tits is run in Unity. Twitch uses Unity, which translates things very differently. How like things are used in comparison to Blender. And one of those fun things it does differently is textures. Yay! So figure out what I can possibly activate so that Blender correctly tells it.
I'll probably wrap up stream here in a minute. I've already done all the art I'm gonna do today.
Yeah, no worries. We can do that. I didn't realize what time it was. Because, yeah, I have work tomorrow as well. Yay.
Not if you quit.
I mean, I'll still have work tomorrow. I'll just not have work afterwards.
Yeah, you just quit. You don't even show up.
I would be losing like $150, which I need. Because if I don't, I'm gonna be homeless.
Nah. Nah.
What's that? Hello, Yucks. Welcome back.
At least on my end, I'm probably just gonna go ahead and wrap everything up over here.
Bye, Yucks.
Yeah, I'm just go over to my other screen real quick. Oh god, I'm just tired of sitting here as well.
Yeah, that's fine.
I have an aversion to sitting at my desk.
I'm slowly starting to hate it. I used to be completely fond of sitting at my desk, but now that I'm just getting a lot older, I just want I want to sit on my sofa.
I
want to sit on my sofa and like play games on the TV or watch a movie. I don't want to sit at my computer all day anymore.
I fucking never like sitting at my computer for more than like 2.5 hours without moving
also,
around.
My wife is in my computer, so I kind of have to.
Well, I'm going to head off of here.
Yeah, I'm done with that. I can end stream as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I want to raid anyone. It's really late, and I want to go have a shower. Oh. Well, thank you for doing art with me.
We can do art again at some point.
And for being an evil, mean bastard. Did you know that me and a very close friend of mine, we have an art podcast that we're planning to slowly invite guests on? I will have to, refer to my partner to ask if you're allowed to join, but I don't know. I don't know if she'd like you.
Most people don't.
No, don't do that. Don't make me feel guilty about a funny joke. Stop it.
Well, goodbye, everybody. Have a good rest of time.
You too. And go